Local 10 News starts right now.
Good morning, South Florida. I'm Larry Livingston. Here's the news making this Monday morning. The latest in Plantation. Investigators are still trying to figure out what exactly caused the massive explosion that rocked several businesses. Dozens of people returned back to the market on University Shopping Plaza on Sunday in search of personal belongings they were forced to leave behind Saturday morning after that explosion. At this time, officials say it is too early to know for certain if a gas leak is to blame for the blast, despite some initial reports. 23 people were injured and a total of 19 businesses were damaged from that explosion. Only one victim remains in the hospital.
It's surreal at first. You have a gut reaction. You have no trepidation. You just start making your way to where you believe the ground zero or the issue is going to be.
One of the victims from Saturday's explosion has retained a lawyer. Law firm Morgan & Morgan identified their client as a 37-year-old mother who was working in the shopping center during the time of that blast. The firm announced it will work to uncover all of the facts that resulted in the client's injuries and traumatization. The firm plans to file a lawsuit on behalf of the client. Details on that suit will be revealed later this morning.
Listen to Local 10's podcast, The Florida Files, wherever you are, whenever you want. Just say, Alexa, play the Florida Files podcast.
Getting the latest episode of Florida Files. Here it is from TuneIn.
Previously on the Florida Files.
Or just ask Siri, I want to hear the latest Florida Files podcast.
Here's the newest episode of the Florida Files.
Get the Florida Files on Alexa, Google Home, or Apple devices just by saying play the Florida Files podcast. The Florida Files from the one and only Local 10.
South Florida-based billionaire Jeffrey Epstein is in a New York jail this morning after being arrested on new charges related to sex trafficking crimes involving minors. The alleged crimes happened in both New York and Palm Beach between 2002 and 2005. Epstein had previously pleaded guilty to similar state charges in Florida in 2008. He brokered a deal, though, with prosecutors at the time to serve only 13 months in jail and avoid more serious federal charges against him. Epstein is set to appear in federal court in New York later on today. And as breaking news happens, we have you covered right here on air and online. Head to local10.com for more local news coverage and updates.